Today, I'm testing 7 different things you can make with just a water bottle. No blender, no whisk, 1 bottle, 7 hacks, with 0 reason why any of this should even work. But here we go. Okay, so I know I said 1 water bottle, but I actually have 2 prepared because it's gonna make my life easier for this video. First thing on the list I'm going to make is hand-shaken matcha. So if you don't have a whisk and you don't want to use spoons or forks to do the whisking, I'm pretty sure like everyone has like a water bottle at home, right? So even if you don't have anything else, you can do this one very easily. First things first, we're going to dry up a spoon, and because we're using a water bottle, we're gonna find the skinniest spoon we have. We're gonna make small amounts of everything today, just because I will be drinking way too much stuff after today. And within our small little cup, we're gonna pour in our choice of milk, and I have oat milk here. And then we're going to pour some warm water into this bottle. Cap it up, and this is how it looks right now. You just shake. This is actually some of the easier things I'm making. There's like other things that's gonna require like a lot more shaking. Actually, you know, I'm gonna take this off so you guys can actually see. Ta-da! Let's do the pouring. Wow. It's so smooth when I poured it out. Like, I don't know if you guys saw it. It's so smooth. Because I don't know, like, if you guys have had trouble mixing matcha without a whisk. Sometimes it comes out really grainy. And this is so smooth. Look at that. It's good. If you like stronger matcha, you can definitely add more matcha. This is super delish. Moving on. Next on the list, we're going to be trying to make milk foam at home. If you don't have like a milk foamer or like an espresso machine, you can try this hack. I used up all my milk this morning, so I need to open the new one. Pour it into here. And for the fun of it, I have my little coffee base right here. So let's see how long we have to shake this until it turns into foam. I can already hear it thickening. It's actually foaming up, you guys. Okay, it sounds pretty thick now. So, ooh, there's actual foam in there. So I don't know how to do latte art, but I think it'll be really fun for someone who knows how to do latte art to try and see if this actually works. It's very foamy. This is not going to turn into a latte, honestly. It's probably going to be more like a cappuccino. Let's check it out. Ooh, it's so thick. See how thick it is. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. I don't have to turn on my like espresso machine anymore. Perfect for lazy people. Look at this. Oh my gosh, look at the layering. This is so pretty. This is like the most prettiest coffee I've ever made. You guys, I knew something tasted off. Our milk went bad. So as pretty as this is, it is not drinkable, unfortunately. But we're not going to take that into account because we know that the foam itself works. It's just my milk's gone bad and I couldn't drink it. Next thing I'm going to attempt is actually cheese foam. This we're actually going to require some cream cheese, some milk, a little bit of salt, and some heavy cream and sugar, I think. I honestly hope this is gonna work because I think it'll be pretty cool. We're not gonna use much just because we're not making that much. I'm just wondering how the cream cheese is going to even melt. It's so thick. Like I'm even having trouble getting it. There we go. And if I may be honest, I'm just eyeballing the amounts. Thankfully, I have more milk. And a little bit of heavy cream that I bought. I'm wondering if I just shake it, like, in here, it's just gonna turn into whipping cream. Cream cheese and milk is supposed to be both 2 tablespoons. This one's gonna be 3 to 4, so a little bit more than the milk itself. Okay, I think that's a good amount. It's about double. And then we're gonna add just a little bit of salt and some sugar. Is the cream cheese going to melt? Is this gonna turn into cheese foam? It might turn into whipping cream, I'm not gonna lie. Did it work? I think I was supposed to soften the cream cheese. Uh-oh. I may have done it wrong. For the real moment of truth. It smells good. It's pretty thick. Let's find out. Wow, it is pretty thick. Whoa! I have to show it to you guys like this. This is how you can see the cheese foam. It's really hard to get out. Ew. Okay, it's really hard to get out of the bottle itself, but I think it worked. And I didn't even have to melt the thing. So let's do the taste test. Okay, yeah, there's chunks of like cream cheese in here. And definitely there's not enough salt. But all in all, I think it worked. Because the texture does taste like, it does taste like foam cheese. Oh my gosh. I gotta take a big sip of it. How do I get the rest of it out? It's so good. Tell me this is not cheese foam consistency. Water bottle shaken cheese foam, success. So the attempt earlier with the latte worked, but unfortunately went bad. So we're going to do iced coffee this time, and it's going to be black coffee. I have ice in here. Small amounts of everything today, so. And then we're going to add water. And we're gonna shake. It is instant coffee, but it still like has a lot of that, so this should be a very like foamy version of iced coffee, which should be really cool. Gonna pour it out. It's really quick. Woo! Look at that layer of foam on top. It's so smooth. I'm not gonna lie, the foam is so thick I can't even get myself to drink the coffee down there. But I think it's a little too much coffee for such a small cup. That's why it's so bitter. But it worked. It's so cool. Okay. This is actually, oh, this is amazing. Okay, you guys, up next is whipped cream in a bottle. Same thing, the heavy whipping cream. And this time we're gonna use a different bottle. We're basically just gonna pour this in here. And we're gonna pour about this much. And then we're gonna shake, 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 shake. For this, I have no doubts. There's another item that also uses the heavy whipping cream, and I kind of have my doubts for that one. I can feel it thickening up a little bit, but I feel like I'm gonna have to shake this for quite a while. I think it's close to ready. Let's check it out. Did it work? Oh my gosh, you guys! That was so quick. I don't know if you guys can see the inside. Okay, this is such a surprise. It's so much quicker than whisking it. Okay, I would say heavy whipping cream by water bottle, a success. And because we have our whipped cream, we can't go without a pancake. So we're going to try to make pancake mix with a water bottle, which I'm not gonna lie, might be a little messy because I have to somehow crack an egg into this water bottle. A little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of baking powder, and we're gonna do the egg, and this is going to help with the egg. Hopefully, I don't know how I'm gonna get the egg yolk in there. Ah! This is very messy. The egg yolk won't go inside. There we go. And how am I gonna get the all-purpose flour in there? This is gonna take a while because I'm gonna do it by tiny spoon. I have my doubts for this one also because I'm not following like the actual recipe. I'm almost sure this is supposed to work if you follow the recipe. Am I not supposed to add milk in here? All right, let's get on frying. I have my doubts for this one. Are they sure this is all I need? And I don't need milk? I see the problem. I need milk. I'm such a bad cook. I am such a bad cook. So I was missing milk. It might be too much liquid. I don't know. Ooh, ooh. Tell me this is working? I know the consistency doesn't look right and the colors also just look more eggy because technically I'm supposed to use like a big water bottle for this, and when I asked for the recipe for half, it still says use 1 whole egg. So this is gonna be a very eggy pancake. There's the pancake. I'm gonna call it a success, even though I didn't follow the recipe exactly. So if you follow the recipe exactly, I'm pretty sure this is gonna turn out really nice. Because we have our pancake and our whipping cream. The only thing we're missing is butter for the pancake. So word has it that if you whip the heavy whipping cream for long enough in a water bottle, shake it, it's going to actually turn into butter. So this is the other thing we want to try. As you can see, there's still some of the whipping cream in here because I couldn't get all of it out, but it's basically nearly all out. We're going to actually, on top of this, we're going to try to turn this into butter because it's still just heavy whipping cream. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of this in here. And this actually isn't going to just turn it into butter. It's actually going to be butter and buttermilk. Okay, let's get shaking. This one honestly is probably gonna take longer. This doesn't have salt. If you want salted butter, you are actually going to have to add a little bit of salt. Let's actually move over so I can sit down. This has better work, you guys. This is a lot of arm workout. Is it working? Oh my gosh, look at this. This is so whipped that it whipped right off of the edge and you can see through the water bottle. I don't know, I'm gonna pull it up close, see if you guys can see. There. So this is actually really over whipped cream right now, if you can see. My arms are going to be so sore tomorrow, you guys. It literally shakes off of the edge of the water bottle now. It's turning watery again. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Wait! Wait, it's turning into water. Oh my gosh, I think it is making butter. You guys! It is turning into butter and buttermilk. Ah! I've never really tasted buttermilk before, so... And then it says to add a little bit of cold water in there, so let's do that. And it basically got me a nice little thing of butter. I don't know if I'm supposed to dry this up, seriously. So let's just do that. You guys, I got me a nice little thing of butter. This is so cute. And buttermilk. I don't know how I feel about buttermilk. It just tastes like watered down butter. Anyways, it's time to enjoy our pancake with whipped cream and handmade butter. This is so exciting. Oh my gosh. I don't know how soon it's gonna go bad, so I'm gonna hope it's not gonna go bad by tomorrow. And a little bit of whipped cream. Ooh, this is such a cute whippy cream. I fold it up. Things taste so much better when everything is handmade. Honestly, I really, really encourage you guys to try these hacks out, especially making the butter, because actually I didn't think it was going to be this quick. I thought it was actually going to take a really long time. It only took a few minutes. Once you start shaking it, it actually really just takes a few minutes. And I'm telling you, the moment where it turns from whipped cream to really stiff whipped cream, it's a different feeling. And then the best moment was when it turned from really stiff whipped cream to butter and buttermilk, because it is very, very sudden. I can't explain how surprising it was, but it's definitely something I think you guys should try. So that basically wraps up the video for today. Comment down below which one was the most surprising to you and which one you want to try the most. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like, comment, and or subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Bye.